Companies are replacing human customer service reps with AI, and customers are noticing. But the results might surprise you, because sometimes the robot wins, and sometimes it fails spectacularly. Welcome to Node Pulse. I'm your host. Today we're going head-to-head with one of the most debated topics in AI right now, artificial intelligence versus human beings in customer service. We'll look at where each one wins, where each one fails, and what the smart move is for businesses in 2025. And we'll look at real numbers, because the data here is actually more interesting than the debate. Why this debate even exists. Customer service is expensive. A full-time customer service rep costs a business anywhere from $35,000 to $60,000 a year when you factor in salary, benefits, and training. An AI chatbot or phone assistant costs a fraction of that, and it never calls in sick, never has an attitude, and can handle 1,000 customers at the same time. So businesses are making the switch. The question is whether that's actually working for customers or just saving companies money at the customer's expense. According to a 2024 Salesforce survey, 81% of customers prefer to solve problems themselves using self-service options before contacting a human. That's where AI excels. But the same survey found that 71% of consumers switched brands after a poor customer service experience, and many of those poor experiences involved AI chatbots that couldn't resolve the actual issue. The picture is complicated. Let's look at the categories. Round 1, speed, winner. AI, no contest. An AI can respond to a customer inquiry in milliseconds. A human takes time to read the question, look up information, and type a response. If you've ever used Amazon's chat support or an airline's automated help system, you know that for simple questions, tracking a package, checking a status, AI is faster and often more accurate. For routine, high-volume questions, AI has the speed advantage by a mile. And speed matters more than most businesses realize. Studies show customers rate their service experience higher when they get an immediate response, even from a bot, versus waiting 10 minutes for a human. Round 2, empathy in complex situations. Winner, human, still. Here's where the gap shows up clearly. When a customer is upset, like genuinely frustrated, had a bad experience, lost money, or needs to explain a complicated situation, AI often misses the mark. It pattern matches to keywords and gives a scripted response. It doesn't actually understand nuance. A good human customer service rep can read tone, adapt, ask the right follow-up questions, and make the customer feel like a real person is on the other side. That matters more than people realize. Companies that have gone fully AI for customer service often see short-term cost savings followed by a spike in customer complaints and churn, because people can tell when they're being bounced around by a bot that doesn't understand them. The Chevy dealership AI chatbot that agreed to sell a customer a car for $1 became a viral story, a reminder that AI without proper guardrails can create real business problems. Round 3, availability, winner, AI. This one isn't close either. AI is available 24/7, 365. Customers in different time zones can get answers at 3 a.m. Small businesses can have coverage they could never afford with human staff alone. For a lot of service businesses, this is the biggest win. You don't lose a lead because no one picked up the phone at 9 p.m. on a Sunday. And for customers who are dealing with an issue at an inconvenient hour, getting an immediate automated response that at least acknowledges the problem and sets expectations, that matters. It's dramatically better than a voicemail that goes unheard until the next business day. Round 4, accuracy and consistency. Winner, tie, depends on the setup. AI is only as good as the information it's been given. A well-trained AI assistant that has access to accurate product information, policies, and FAQs can be more consistent than a team of humans who all give slightly different answers. But a poorly set up AI, it confidently gives wrong answers. That's worse than a human saying, "I'm not sure, let me find out." The gap here comes down to how well the AI is built and maintained. Companies that invest in proper AI implementation, training it on accurate information, building in appropriate fallbacks, testing edge cases, see excellent results. Companies that implement AI as an afterthought to cut costs usually create new problems while solving old ones. Round 5, handling the unexpected winner, human. Novel situations, things the AI wasn't trained on, are where things break down. A customer service rep can use judgment. They can escalate, improvise, make an exception, or just figure it out. AI hits a wall. The best customer service setups right now use AI for the first layer, handling the common stuff efficiently, and pass complex or emotional situations to a human. The hybrid model is where most smart companies are landing. The key metric to watch: the first contact resolution rate for your AI compared to your human agents. AI typically handles the simple stuff with high first contact resolution. Complex issues get escalated. When the handoff is smooth and the human has context from the AI conversation, the customer experience is actually better than pure human service because they got speed on the easy stuff and expertise on the hard stuff. What does this mean for you? If you're a business owner, the play isn't replace all humans with AI. The play is use AI to handle volume and give your human reps more time for the interactions that actually require a human touch. Concretely, set up an AI chatbot on your website to handle FAQs, appointment booking, and status inquiries. Let your human team focus on sales calls, complex problem resolution, and high-value relationship management. That combination is more efficient and more customer-friendly than either extreme. If you're a customer, knowing this helps you too. If you're dealing with a simple question, the bot is usually faster. If you have a real problem, ask to be transferred to a human immediately, rather than going through multiple rounds of bot conversation. Most systems have a trigger word for this: agent, representative, or simply, I want to talk to a person. The bottom line: AI wins on speed, availability, and cost. Humans win on empathy, judgment, and complex situations. The future of customer service isn't one or the other. It's both, working together. The companies that figure out that balance will own their market. The ones that go full bot and ignore the human element, their customers will find someone who hasn't. The hybrid model in practice. Let me give you a concrete example of how a well-run hybrid customer service setup works. A home services company, say an HVAC company, implements AI chat on their website. The AI answers questions about pricing, availability, and common issues 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It books appointments automatically. When a customer expresses frustration, "This is the third time I've had this problem," the AI detects the emotional signal and automatically escalates to a human technician. The human gets the full chat history, so they're not starting from scratch. They address the problem with empathy and authority. Result: the simple interactions are handled faster and cheaper by AI. The emotionally complex interactions are handled better by humans because the AI captured the context and flagged the escalation. Customer satisfaction is higher, costs are lower, and the human staff is spending their time on interactions that actually benefit from human judgment. That's the model. AI handles the volume, humans handle the nuance. The verdict for business owners. If you're a small business owner reading this, the most impactful thing you can do is set up an AIC chatbot for your most frequently asked questions and a booking system that doesn't require you to manually coordinate schedules. Those two things alone can dramatically improve customer experience and free up hours of your time per week. Start with a free or low-cost tool like Tidio or FreshChat. Build out your FAQ responses. Test it yourself. See what it misses, add those cases. Within a few weeks, you'll have a system that handles 60 to 70% of your inbound customer inquiries automatically. That's not replacing your human touch. It's freeing you to apply that human touch where it matters most. That's the breakdown. What's your take? Do you prefer AI or human customer service? Drop it in the comments. Subscribe to Node Pulse for more content like this every week, and I'll see you in the next video.